There was a time when the jungle was our greatest enemy.
¡Acábenlo! ¿Dónde se esconde? ¿Dónde estás? ¡Vamos a atraparte! ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Dónde estás? ¡Carlito! ¡Qué mierda!
Now, it's the silence. One by one, our leaders disappeared.
Ayúdenme.
Every safe house we trusted was found and destroyed. We were no longer hunting the Americans.
¡Ayúdenme! ¡Qué miedo!
Someone was hunting us. A ghost who never left Bolivia. A man who watched the cartel from the shadows. For 20 years.
Down to the depths of the earth to face the spirit of El Tio.
Around here, they call him El Tio. The Americans know him by a different name, Cold Eye. But tell me, how do you escape death when already knows your name?
Aquí hay algo, compás. Chingada madre, me huele a puerco. Todo tranquilo. Todo bien.
Got eyes on the captain.
¿Listos o no?
¡Mierda! ¡Es el enemigo! ¡Cúbranse!
Estoy esperando, cabrones. ¡Se quedan por aquí, cabrones!
Marking an enemy.
In the old days, the miners made sure to leave offerings to El Tío down in the tunnels. Little things, some tobacco or a handful of coca leaves. Sometimes, if the men knew they would be working a shaft that had an evil reputation, they would pour out cups of Singani over the stones, so El Tío would leave them be. The year I turned 25, I was working in a mine near Huayna. It was old and deep. The timbers were rotted and its veins were nearly dry. Times were hard. There was so little coming out of the mine that people barely had enough to eat, much less feed El Tío. We had been working in the deepest parts of the mine for many weeks, and the tunnels had begun to shift and ground. I knew that El Tío was hungry, and that something bad was going to happen. So my brother and I went into the hills one night and killed a llama. That morning, before I went down into the mine, I painted its blood on the entrance as an offering to El Tío. The cave-in happened later that day. 1 minute I was working, the next, I was alone in the darkness. I could hear my friends moaning and crying out in pain, cut off by tons of earth and rock. One by one, my friends fell silent. I sat in the dark and listened to them die. And then it was my turn. A smell came into the air. It was foul, like burnt hair and brimstone. And then, El Tío was there. I couldn't see him, but I could feel him there in that tiny space, right in front of me. I was shaking like a leaf. I held up my hand. To this day, I don't know why, and I heard a sound, a soft, snuffling sound like an animal will make. I could feel hot breath on my palm as the devil bent close to me and smelled the llama blood staining my hand. The next thing I knew, I was in the hospital at La Paz. They told me I had been down in the mine for 15 days. No one could understand why I was still alive. But I knew. That is why I believe in El Tío de la Mina, and why I'll never go down into his realm ever again.
Cansé de esperarte.
I got eyes on a mounted
Tengo
weapon.
hambre. They got alarms rigged up. Sniper, top of the tower. I got eyes on Perico's former bodyguard. Let's talk to him. Easy. Come here.
Somebody will kill you. Me rindo, tranquilo.
Chingaos, ¿qué estará haciendo mi jefecita?
Ok, me entrego pues. Chale.
You Arturo Ruiz? DJ Perico's former bodyguard?
Perico? Man, fuck that guy. That pinche puto shot my dog.
He shot your friend?
No, man, he shot my dog, mi perro. Little Paloma never did nothing to no one.
Perico killed your pet? What for?
Hijo de su reputa madre, Perico was trying to smoke weed out of an AR-15. Fucking thing went off and got Paloma. Still have nightmares about that. Wake up with the shakes and shit.
You want to get back at Perico? Give me his real name. A photo too.
Man, Perico's real name is Marco Garcia. I don't have no photo, but I hope you kill that motherfucker.
Okay.
Perico and the cartel are pretending that nothing happened, but that rebel broadcast did a lot to inspire the locals. The word from Pacatari is that people are lining up to join the fight against Santa Blanca.
Let's hope it was the right play. I get nervous when any player in the game gets too strong.
Afraid the socialists are gonna get too big for their britches? You're such a Cold War antique.
This is the CIA agent in Latin America. We're moving on. Be in touch soon. We went through all that, and all we got was a name as common as Marco Garcia.
The activity will work their magic. Send them the name and maybe they can zap us back a picture so we can ID the asshole.
Sniper up in the tower. Marking a captain. Spotting another tango.
A esta gente no le importa nada ya.
Tenemos 5 minutos para descansar, ¿no?
¡Guarde su arma, gringo!
Se va a armar un dispute.
Frag out.
¡Órale! ¡Salgan! ¡Huevos, cabrón!
¡Mierda, es el enemigo! ¡Cúbranse!
¡Los perdí de vista! ¡Lleva!
¿Qué chingados esperan? ¡A partir de la madre con todo! ¡Vamos a enseñarles quién manda! ¡Disparen!
¡Se quedan por aquí, cabrones!
¡Órale, plomazos! ¡A bailar con la placa, puto! ¿Dónde están, putos?
¿Listos o no?
Frag out.
¡Se escondan, maricas! ¡Se quedan por aquí, cabrones! Lleva la chingada.
¿Qué chingados esperan? ¡A partir de la madre con todo! ¡Vamos a enseñarles quién manda! ¡Disparen!
Got eyes on a mounted weapon.